time we gotta hear the news we wish we never heard.
Heavy duty time.
It's Floppy Show time.
Time for brick and fire. No.
My name's Catboy. I carry a badge.
I think he's trying to compensate.
That ain't a bad. Buckle.
The story you're about to hear is true, and none of the names have been changed to protect the innocent because everyone in these stories are either guilty or stupid.
Oh, you said you weren't going to do politics.
In Vancouver, British Columbia, a measles outbreak has infected several children. The outbreak has been traced to a family whose father, Mr. Emmanuel Bilodeau, has refused to vaccinate his children due to concerns it may cause autism. Since the outbreak, Bilodeau has renounced the anti-vax movement, claiming he was never a member. He's just an ignorant dumbass all on his own. And this photo is Arnold Schwarzenegger sporting a new look as he has grown a beard over the winter. This photo was taken while Arnold was on a ski vacation in Mammoth Mountain, California. Schwarzenegger said the look is amusing, but he decided to get rid of the beard as random children kept sitting in his lap and telling him what they want for Christmas. In Canada, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's principal secretary, Gerald Butts, has resigned in the middle of an investigation into the Prime Minister's office. The sudden departure of Gerald Butts calls into question if the Prime Minister or members of his staff interfered to prevent criminal prosecution of the Quebec engineering company SNC-Lavalin. Regarding the question, does resigning make the Prime Minister's office look even more guilty, political commentators have said there are now no buts about it. Following his conviction this week, drug kingpin El Chapo is headed to the United States Penitentiary Administrative Maximum Facility, the Supermax prison in Colorado, otherwise known as the Alcatraz of the Rockies, giving it a slightly snazzier nickname than Pike County's Correctional Facility of Pennsylvania, which is otherwise known as the Rikers of the Poconos. In the Canadian Football League, by the way, there's a Canadian Football League, the Argonauts have signed a defensive tackle whose actual name is Corey Poop Johnson. He picked up the nickname when, during a press conference, someone asked him how much he weighed, and he replied it could be anywhere from 280 to 300 pounds, depending on how much he's pooped that day. The Argonauts manager said they wanted a defense tackle who can look the opponents in the eye and say, I crap the equivalent of 3 newborn babies every day. In Washington, D.C., Andrew Sasson announced he will be opening a new gay club less than a block away from the White House. The British-American nightlife entrepreneur has chosen a location that coincidentally is in the line of sight of the office of the Vice President Mike Pence. Sasson said he was going to call the nightclub the Garage Sale because one man's junk is another man's treasure. Roger Stone is facing the possibility of having his bail revoked after last weekend he posted a photo onto Instagram of the U.S. District Judge Amy Berman Jackson with crosshairs over her head. Judge Berman Jackson has scheduled a hearing for Thursday where Stone will have to explain why his release on bail should not be modified or revoked. In the meantime, the judge is also considering tightening a gag order, which currently allows Roger Stone to talk publicly about the case. However, if Roger Stone violates the gag order, the judge posted her own image on Instagram how the gag order may be modified. And finally, on February 13th, the Huffington Post published an article that you can hunt Bigfoot with Jose Canseco for the price of $5,000. This is a bold new business venture for the former Major League slugger and steroid sommelier. By the way, Canseco's the one on the left, if you can't tell the difference. The management for Canseco's business made it clear in the Huffington Post they only want serious inquiries.
Ew.
They don't want people. Well, they don't want people calling if they can hunt Bigfoot with Jose Canseco like it was some kind of a joke. And that's the way you wish it wasn't. I'm Catboy Kunhua.